Hey, Margie here. Welcome to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast, the show that helps Christian moms prioritize their physical and mental health so they can boldly step into God's calling. I'm your host, Margie Ruiz. Hey, Margie here. Welcome back to another episode of the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast. I'm so glad you're here. Some of you may not know this, but I run a membership for women called the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up coaching membership. And when I created it, I chose one verse as our foundation, John 10:10. I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly. We've been meeting for 7 months now, and last week, something really powerful happened that I wanted to share with you. This verse that we've read over and over for the past 7 months landed in a whole new way for one of my members, and it just sparked a really cool conversation. Because repetition is the mother of skill, right? That's why we repeat exercises in the gym. The more you do something, the deeper it sinks in, the stronger you get. And every time you hear something, you hear it differently because you're different. Every day you're growing, you're changing, you have new experience, right? And speaking of different, can we just pause for a second and be real? Life has been a lot lately. I've been moving kids in and out all summer, helping my daughters set up their new places. And now I'm staring around my house like, what just happened? Now, the funny thing is their spaces, their dorms, their apartments, they look amazing. All the pictures are hung, everything's nicely decorated. Meanwhile, you can barely walk in mine. Maybe you can relate. You give your best energy to everyone else. And at the end of the day, there's nothing left for you. But here is the truth. That's not the life God has called us to. Jesus didn't say, I came so you could work yourself to death. He came so we could live in abundance, in our joy, in our peace, in our health, our relationships, and yes, our provisions too. This abundance is your birthright. So today we're going to talk about what that really means. Because abundance isn't about more hustle. It's about more presence. It's about breaking cycles of exhaustion so we can actually receive the abundance that Jesus promised. Let's dive into today's 3 clicks to help you wake up, pray up, and boss up and live in that abundance. Click number 1, wake up. First, recognize the cycle. That's always the first step, simply noticing. Most of us were raised in households where exhaustion was worn like a badge of honor. Maybe you heard things like, I'll rest when I'm dead, or hard work never hurt anybody. And don't get me wrong, hard work builds character. But somewhere along the way, we confused sacrifice with identity. We started to believe that being burned out equals being valuable. But let me tell you, burnout is not your badge. It's your warning sign. Think about it. If Jesus came so you could have abundant life, why would he want you running on fumes every day? Abundance starts when you wake up to the fact that the cycle stops with you. I want you to reflect on this question. Where in your life are you living exhausted? Because, that's just the way it's always been. Click number 2, pray up. Redefine abundance. Let's get practical. What does abundance actually look like for you? When you hear abundance, do you only think of money? Or can you imagine abundant joy, abundant peace, abundant health? How about abundant laughter? When's the last time you just laughed until you rolled on the floor? One of my members last week admitted she felt guilty for enjoying herself because others in the world are hurting. Maybe you felt that too. But here's the truth. Your joy doesn't dishonor someone else's pain. Your joy honors the life that God gave you. You don't have to apologize for receiving peace. You don't have to shrink your joy because the world is heavy. You don't have to work yourself into the ground to earn abundance. It's already been promised to you. That's why I love my 10-5-5 formula every single morning. I do it 10 things I'm grateful for, 5 things I just release to God, and 5 or more intentions that I'm praying for that day. It's not just a practice, it's a reset. It reminds me daily abundance is already here. I just need to notice it. You're not just scraping by, you are an heir. You're part of a royal family. So I want you to reflect, where in your life are you blocking abundance because of guilt, fear, or habit? Click number 3, boss up. Model abundance for the next generation. Here's when it gets real. If you don't break the cycle, guess who's going to have to break it? Your kids or your grandkids or who your great grandkids. Who knows how far down the line they're going to have to break it. Do you really want to pass down exhaustion as a family legacy? Or do you want to pass down peace? Your kids are watching you. And whether you realize it or not, you're teaching them how to live. So let me ask you again. Are they living abundantly because you're killing yourself to make that happen? And if so, what would it look like to let them see you live abundantly too? It's not selfish, it's stewardship. Because when you live in alignment with God's abundance, you give them permission to do the same. Ecclesiastes 3:13 says that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God. God's gift isn't endless toil, it's satisfaction, joy, and peace. So I want you to reflect in this click. What's one way you can model abundance for your family this week? Friend, abundance isn't something you hustle harder to get. It's something you choose and allow to receive. Jesus didn't say, I came so you could work yourself to death. He came so you may have life and have it abundantly. So let's stop wearing exhaustion like a trophy. Let's break the cycle so our kids don't have to. Abundance is your birthright. If this is speaking to you, my Wake Up Prayer Boss Up coaching membership is reopening its doors September 19th to the 22nd. We'll be diving into these truths together and helping women actually live in alignment with God's abundance. I'd love to have you join us. Join the waitlist at margieruiz.com/waitlist. Until next time, remember to wake up, pray up, and boss up every day. God bless. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Hey, if you enjoyed the episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, shout it from the rooftops, leave a rating and a review, all the things. And to catch the latest from me, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at margie.gp6 or go to my website at margieruiz.com and make sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye.